right, thanks for joining. What we're going to do is we're going to demo the Automattic.io product. Once you are signed in, log in, what to do first. So the first thing you're going to do, it's automatically going to bring you here is the company knowledge base page. You'll notice that there are 3 tabs across the top here: company, products, and offers. And then on the left side here, we have those same drop-down menus. So typically when you're using the product, whatever is in this drop-down is going to be what company you're working on. And that will make more sense later. First step first is we need to create a company. So you would go here and click add new company. This page has 6 sections, which you're going to get through. It should take about 20 minutes to get through all 6 sections. The first section is your basic information here. Second section is company overview, customer avatars, pain points, mission statement, and then finally brand writing style. You're only having to fill out what's on the left side on these sections. This right side outlined in blue is going to be AI generated. This is one we did on our own company. So we've already entered in some data here, so you don't have to sit through this. And then we've already clicked generate. It takes 3 or 4 seconds. It'll generate your AI generated company overview. When you click save, it's going to assign it a file name. They are date stamped, and then they also have a version number so that you always know which one is the most recent. The next section you're going to fill out for customer avatars. All it's going to ask you is primary and secondary use cases, and are there any groups that you want to avoid. Other platforms are actually going to ask you for you to generate your own customer avatars. It's going to ask you who you think your audience is. And a lot of times that's a miss because then you're going to have your own bias. We do include this last section here if there's anything you want to add or avoid, just that you know in your heart, like, hey, there's this one group that I know that AI is not going to come up with. Enter it in here. Otherwise, let our platform do the work. It's going to generate 5 customer avatars here. And the first thing you're going to notice is that they come with a nickname so that you can easily identify them later. This is Agency Alex. This is Marketer Michelle. And these are basically Startup Sam. And these are essentially our avatars. And we have not, all we've told it about our business is core products and services and then our avatars. I should mention that each section builds on the previous section. So even though for customer avatars, we've only entered primary use cases and secondary use cases, it's also taking the context of these fields above it. The next section is customer pain points. All we're going to ask is what major problem does your company solve? And really sit back and really think about this. And I should stress this even more. The more stream of consciousness you use on these sections on the left, and the more you really sit back and think and give it lots of detail, lots of data, think about this like a therapy session, it's going to give you outstanding results. If you just type in like, oh, we do X and we provide X for Y, it's garbage in, garbage out scenario. Pain points, we put in a couple things here about the problems we think that we solve. Boom, it gave us our pain points for each avatar. It's going to rank them 0 to 10 on urgency and solution fit. Urgency is how urgent is that pain that this customer avatar is feeling, and then how relevant is our solution to actually help that customer. Mission statement, you're going to tell it is why the company was started and what makes you stand out. It's going to take the context from the box above, and it's going to generate a very concise mission statement. This is important because the context of this knowledge base is going to be used on all of the other more complex bots that you're going to use, so you never have to come back and tell our platform anything more about your company. It's already going to have all this here. Finally, the big boy here is the brand writing style. Every platform that I've tested gets this wrong. They ask you to upload some PDFs of your previous documents or your blogs or your videos, and it's going to find your brand writing style. What we find is most companies never had a brand writing style to begin with. What they end up with is just a copycat of something that was really inferior to begin with. I'm going to beg you guys, I'm going to beg all of you, please take your time and please really think about how you want to be perceived and use this as your one and only opportunity to really stand out and make your brand copywriting, your video scripts, your ads, all of your content really speak to who you are as a company. We made this box bigger. We want you to fill this box up. Really dig deep, sit back in your chair, and really think about how you want to be perceived. This is the beauty of AI. It can take all of your context and it can boil it down into a simple point. These other fields only take a moment: formality level, content detail, jargon, humor level, what type of humor. You want to use itemization, punctuation, those kinds of things. Anything you want to avoid. And it's going to spit out 2 things. One, it's going to spit out a brand writing style prompt. And you can take this prompt and you can use this in other LLMs or other platforms. That's totally fine. And it's also going to give you a writing sample on a made up topic so that you can see what your writing will look like based on this prompt. Click save. And now you're done. Your knowledge base is done for this company. And now you can choose to create another company. Let's say you're an agency or you're a business owner that owns multiple brands. Let's create company number 2. Or do I want to create some products within this company? And that will be on the next demo.